Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Update. It is November 7th. Wow, how are we already in November? Still got those beautiful fall temps out there. It's been great. It's been a whirlwind going around seeing everybody this week and having all the great tapes activities. Just want to thank you so much for all your amazing support of everything we have going on here at Samson. Let's dive into some news. First thing, office news. We're now up to 44 offices. We got a couple more in the works that I'm going to tell you about soon. But today, we've got 44 offices. We've got a new announcement. We're going to be in Chesapeake, Virginia now. We've been hearing you guys for a while. Let's go to Hampton Roads. Let's expand out there. We're in the Rain MLS. We're doing some transactions out there already. We've got some great agents out there that wanted to open. So we have a small office now in Chesapeake. We got use of a conference room, a couple offices in a nice office building. And our hope is to expand on that. So if you've got people in that area that you want me to talk to, I'd love to talk to them. We will begin our recruiting efforts in full earnest here soon. Now that we have an address, people can transfer their license to be under that Chesapeake address. So we're excited to be moving to that area immediately. So good for us. That's 44 and much more on the way. We've got a couple good announcements here in the next couple weeks that I'm holding on to for now. It's that time of year that it's time to do some business planning. In Chantilly, David Worf will be doing a business planning event here Thursday morning, 10 to 12. And then Friday, the Samson Plus business planning event is in Gaithersburg, all-day event, 9 to 3. Rumor has it that I'm kicking that off with the first 30-minute presentation. That's the rumor. Hopefully I remember to get there. Just kidding. I'll see everybody out there. Gaithersburg, would love for you to sign up. We have a ton signed up already. If you haven't been to our Gaithersburg office, conference room is beautiful, first floor, 10 out of 10 class. So look forward to seeing you guys out there Thursday with David and Chantilly or Friday in Gaithersburg. And that's a long all-day event because it's Samson Plus. A lot of our certified coaches, they're all going to be there. Going to be some great presentations all through the day, building your plan for 2026 today. So looking forward to both those events next week. December 9th, our last business mastery event of the year. We're excited about this. Tuesday morning, International Country Club. We're going to start with the wonderful Steve and Caitlin Ellis Properties. Then we've got Bob and Ronna from the Bob Ronna Group. And then closing it out with Jason Cheperdick leading the Shepherd Homes Group. 3 fantastic speakers, well, I guess 5, but 3 groups of presentations. Going to be great. We're going to feed you some breakfast. You're going to have great learning all day. Then you can get on with the rest of your Tuesday. So Tuesday, December 9th, RSVP on the Cardinal Nest now. It's going to be a fantastic day. So looking forward to that. A lot of our videos from TPT are now on Samson University. Jason Miller on the left there, Austin Southern, and then that panel we had with me and some of the industry leaders there. Just at the mastermind this week, it came up, Jason started talking, and people were like, oh, I want to know, how do I do this? How do I do this? And we're like, you can watch this TPT class. So if you haven't watched it before or you missed it, go back in and watch Jason and Austin. They've got some fantastic tips, social media, AI, building out your business. They're great pros. They've got great organization and using technology to build their business. So this is an announcement I probably should have made a while ago, but I started running numbers and ahead of some of these events that we were going to. And believe it or not, guys, we were just that nobody knew about us a couple of years in Maryland, and now we are number 2 in the state of Maryland in transactions this year. Number 2. And I'll tell you what, we are on the heels of number 1, and I can't wait to make that announcement when we pass them. But we're number 2 in the state and coming hard, and we're only in probably half, 2/3 of the state right now. We're just opening in Annapolis, just opening in Timonium, just opening in some areas. So we are really, really excited for that growth. And I just wanted to make sure you guys had this, so especially you Maryland agents, as you're going around, you're like, oh, I haven't heard of Samson Properties. So you know we're number 2 in the state, which is pretty great in transactions and volume so far this year. So awesome stuff, and it won't be long until we're holding up that number 1 in the state of Maryland. I know it. So awesome stuff. Congratulations, and thank you to all that have helped make that happen. All right. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about this, but it's National Pickleball Month, so I want to tell you, go out there and play some pickleball and stay healthy, Samson Properties. There you go. Nailed it. All right. Another tip to jump in here, guys. Just a reminder, we've got Nova market share graphs. We've got DMV market share graphs. We've got some great graphs on our Cardinal Nest. Use these in your presentations to show the power of Samson Properties. We've got a great partnership with Keeping Current Matters. David Childers will be in our sales meeting in 2 weeks. Promoting Keeping Current Matters some more, but guys, this is the time. There's so many twists and turns within this market. Log in, read the stuff, share those weekly blogs, share those weekly social graphics. It's a great way to connect with all your database. All right, let's dive into the market stats. DMV, 18,600 showings. That seems down right away because I know somewhere around 20,000. So it was down 7.5% this week. Not really sure why. It's possible. We're starting to see a touch of that government shutdown. A few of those workers I'm going to hold off on buying, until I get out of furlough. So there's a little bit of that. Maybe it's hurting some of the showings. New contracts, 1,236. We still have the same amount of contracts, which is great, up 0.3%. Just maybe less showings, less people out there looking. New listings, 1,084. That was down 17%. Not really sure other than time of year what would be triggering less people listing their home right now. Our active inventory, 10,151, is up 35% year over year. Fairly consistent with where it's been for the last couple weeks. North Central Virginia, 5,200 showings. Again, down about 4.5%. Contracts down 7.5%, 379. It's not a huge deal, though. It's probably 28, 29 contracts, so nothing to stress about too hard there. We've got new listings, 373. Again, down a little bit. Active inventory, 3,400. 43% more than last year at this time, and that's up a little bit. That's, I think, been in the mid to high 30s most of the time there. Baltimore metro area, 11,259 showings. So figure this one. Maybe Baltimore metro is not affected by the government shutdown as much, maybe, because they're up 0.6%. The others were down 6, 7, 8% in showings. Our contracts, then these contracts were down 11%. So who figures out that dynamic there, right? Now 11% on 743 contracts. It's about 76 contracts, so it's not a huge deal, but it is a little bit of a jump down there. 735 new listings, 6%, 5.5% less than last week, which jives with the other areas. Then 6,200 active inventory, 29% more than last year. This has been around 25 for the most part, so this inventory gap has raised a little bit in that Baltimore metro region. Maryland, West Virginia, Panhandle, 1,900 show. How is it exactly the same as last week? How is that real life? 0.0% more than last week. The exact same amount of showings. Contracts, 191, 14% less contracts, which is it's a fairly good jump, but it's only 23, 24 contracts. So in that grand scheme of the world, not a huge deal. 182 listings, down 9%. Active inventory, 1,981. That's 22% more than last year. And that's actually a little bit less. We were probably at 25, 28% for the most part. So we're actually shrinking our inventory there a little bit, which makes it a little bit more competitive. Last one there, SMAR, 1,429 showings, up 8%. Great. There you go. Some good news. 116 contracts, up 4.5%. See, let's focus on the ups. New listings, 109. Down a couple listings, 2.7% is 3 listings. Active inventory, 1,034, up 36% more than last year. This number was 50 a month ago. So this actually is really shrinking down. That comes from more contracts being written, less inventory going out there. So only 36% more inventory than we had last year. So it's starting to get tighter than it was. Still more inventory than last year, but it was 50% for majority of the time since we added SMAR onto this list. All right, let's go to our top performers for the week. In volume, Mr. Bassam, I know you're a Mr. Bassam. Bassam Hamandi, I was already looking at Lucia too there. Bassam Hamandi, number 1, great job, Bassam, awesome stuff. Lucia Jason, number 2, way to go. Cousin Billy Samson, way to go, number 3. Kamal Parakh, number 4. And Natalie Mcartor, number 5. What a list there, 5 great pros. And Billy. No, I'm just kidding, Billy. 5 great pros there. Top 5 in transactions for the company. Lulu, way to go, Lucia Jason, number 1 in the company last week. Deborah Robinson, number 2. Kamal Parakh, number 3. Natalie Mcartor, number 4. And Heather Skowronsky, number 5. Great job. Got a couple new ones in there. Fantastic work. Top 5 teams for the month, or for the week. For the week in volume. Bob Ronna Group, number 1. Shepherd Homes Group, number 2. Stansfield Signature Real Estate, number 3. Great job, JoJo. Number 4, One South Realty Group. And number 5, the wonderful Carolyn Young team. Great job, team. Top 5 in transactions for the week. Bob Ronna Group, number 1. Shepherd Homes Group, number 2. One South Realty Group, number 3. The Carolyn Young team, number 4. And the Monumental team, number 5. Awesome, awesome job to our top individuals and top teams for the week. Reminder, we've got a lot of great, amazing lunch and learns coming up. Reston, Frederick, Springfield, Gaithersburg, D.C., Oxon Hill, National Harbor. All in the next couple weeks. All really in the next 10 days, it looks like. So lots of great opportunities to come out and hear about Samson Properties. If they don't want to come to a lunch, you can always go to joinsamson.com, watch a virtual presentation that I've put up there saying all the great stuff about Samson. Remember, if you bring somebody to a recruiting event, you get recruiting rewards, or if you bring them to an HQ2U and they end up joining Samson, you get rewards as well. Our HQ2Us, we're going to be in Alexandria next week. Excited about that. We take a week off for sales meeting and Thanksgiving. Then we'll be back December 3rd, our amazing Bowie office. We've got our Lake Ridge office December 10th as well. The Bowie reminds me, guys, we're going to announce some regional Christmas parties here, our holiday parties. Probably within the next week, you'll see that distributed out to everybody. Bowie triggered me because one of them's going to be in Bowie and in a restaurant. One of them's going to be in Alexandria. So look forward to that announcements here pretty soon here. But we're going to have 5 big regional parties this year where hopefully everybody can come. We're going to cater them, make them nice, and have 5 regional parties. Everybody can get there within 30, 45 minutes of where they live, hopefully, is the goal. So we can break bread, have some holiday cheer together. So those are the HQ2Us coming up here in the next couple weeks. Our sales meeting, November 19th. That is Zoom. Circle that on your calendar. We will have David Childers as a guest, which is always exciting. Cardinal Title Group trends. Let's hop into those. All right. Remember, our blue is higher than list price. Our gray is list price, and our black is lower than list price. So all 3 graphs look almost exactly the same, which is crazy. 44 to 47% of listings went lower than list price. So a little bit less than half. About a third of them went at list price, and roughly a quarter of them went higher than list price. It's really the haves and the have-nots. If you price it well, if you look below, the blue below is 20%, 27 and 26 went in the first 7 days. It's probably the exact same listings, guys. If you sell quick, you get above list price. And then we've got 67, 51, and 47% took a long time to list. If you take a long time to get a contract, you end up lower than list. There's not a real lot of a middle ground there, right? You price it well, it shows well, it goes quick, it goes above. If you don't, you sit longer than 22 days and you end up below market. It's the haves and the have-nots when it comes to when you list this property. About 80%, 90% getting financing, 80%-ish getting appraisals. Home inspection, wow. You can tell the market's flipped a little bit. 100% in Maryland, D.C. got home inspection contingencies. 76% in Virginia, which is about as high as it's been, and 93% in West Virginia. So across our footprint, very few of our buyers this week got home inspection or did not get home inspection contingencies. I'm sorry. Seller subsidy, big looking West Virginia 2/3, still a third in Virginia, Maryland, D.C. I still love the seller subsidy for a buy down. Great opportunity there. Buyer rep compensation, this last graph here, 98% of people got paid, which is awesome in the contract. Only 4% of people got less than 2%. 12% of people got 2%, but that leaves 82% of people got 2.5% or more, which is a good chunk, and 13% of you got 3% or more. So just as many people got 3% as got 2% or less for the most part. So good stuff. We always like to dive into those trends and see what's happening. And remember, guys, that was on 152 contracts just last week, so it's very up-to-date data. Look, going along here, just a reminder, guys, I remind you every week about this, but it really is important. If you're going to list a home, Zillow Showcase is something that I would add to my repertoire 100%. It helps you sell that listing and get the next listings. The people selling in February, March, and April are looking right now in the market in November and December online on Zillow, and they're picking who they're going to interview in December and January to be their agent in the spring. Make sure your listings look great and all your marketing looks great. All right, let's dive into the full schedule for next week. Our monthly mastermind with Sam Hardiman in Gainesville office at 10 o'clock. Weekly boost with Lynn Hamilton. I just got my weekly boost of coffee as I was saying that. Weekly boost with Lynn Hamilton Monday at 10:30. Bright MLS classes, December changes. There's a lot of December changes in there. We had a good discussion on in our mastermind about that. But you can log in 12 o'clock, get with Bright, and learn about some of those. Bright MLS Smart Searching, 12:45 to 1:45. Learn how to work better in Bright. And our print marketing class every Monday at 3 o'clock with Tommy. Definitely a must-do if you want to dive into learning how to use postcards and newsletters. Tuesday, group coaching class with Kathy Pippin. Boltro, website settings. Set your website up. How to make your website look better. Tuesday at noon. Sky Slope training Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Wednesday, Homes.com virtual class 10 to 11 o'clock. Learn what Homes.com has to offer so that you can be more experienced at that. Winchester office meeting Wednesday at 10. Bull Trail social media class at noon about how to do tie burst Bull Trail into your social media and create some more posts on there. Thursday, Will's going to do a class in person in Gainesville about Bull Trail. So Bull Trail in person, Gainesville, 10 to 11. And then we've got a virtual class with Lofty at the same time, 10 to 11 o'clock. Then Will's going to be done with the in-person class in Gainesville and then teach a class at noon on CMAs and how to use the Core Present feature in Bull Trail, which is an awesome feature that you need to learn. Learning Trails with Lynn, her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and daily tasks, how to create lists and achieve those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tasks every day, which build yourself to better business. That's November 13th. That's Thursday at 1 o'clock. Then Thursday at 1 o'clock, at 2:30, she has her class on Santa letters. It's not really letters to Santa, but that's the idea behind it. So come into that class to learn more. And then also the Maryland Broker Show with Kara and Kim is going to be in our beautiful new Columbia office on Thursday at 1 o'clock. Guys, we were there for HQDO on Wednesday this week, and it is just beautiful. Had great turnout. Really just a great home for our Columbia people now, which I'm really happy about. Finishing out the week on Friday, Fast Track Commercial Training with Aladdin. So start your Friday. Samson Plus Business Planning Event we talked about Friday 9 to 3. I'm going to go back to Thursday real quick. Didn't make this list, but we talked about it earlier. Remember David Warfel's business planning here in the Chantilly office, 10 o'clock. Samson Plus Business Planning Event on Friday, all day. Gaithersburg office, RSVP for that. Real Scout class with Stephanie at 11 o'clock. Virginia Contracts with Nick and Dave. There you go, in the McLean office. So Dave Werfel on our broker, Nick Biberai, in the McLean office, an in-person Virginia Contracts class at noon on Friday. And then David Werfel will do our dual career mastermind Saturday morning, 9 to 10, for all of you that want to dive into a mastermind, but are dual career. Whew, that's a mouthful. So many amazing things going on here at Samson, guys. I'm so proud and so thankful for each and every one of you. All the hard work, all the loyalty you guys bring, and how we're just growing a beautiful, better company every day. Thank you for your support of Cardinal Title Group. We can't do it without all of that fantastic support. We're just thankful. We're excited. We've got so many great things coming up. It's going to be a great November, December. I know the market slows a little bit, guys, but dive in. There are still people buying and selling out there. Don't just go on vacation. Dive in. If you don't got to have clients, then be building. This is the time every year that I would build my systems. I would build my prospecting more. I had a little bit more time to breathe. So I would make sure that my marketing was getting in order and out. I'm sincere when I tell you this. The people that are going to be great in March, April, and May and crush it are the people that are lining up now to get the listing appointments. Everybody calls January 1 to start selling those homes. They're deciding who they're calling November and December based on your marketing. Do not take the last 2 months of the year off and then wake up in January. You're already behind, all right? Set up the marketing, connect with your clients, plan all those holiday events, but make sure you're making those connections so your 2026 is going to be great. Get to one of those business planning classes. We've got one in Chantilly and one in Gaithersburg. Great way to set up a good system to be successful next year. All right, I've said lots of words. Thank you all so much. Everybody have a beautiful weekend. I will be at Sunday afternoon. I will be out at the Redskins Lions game, and hopefully nobody else gets hurt, and we're able to shock the world on Sunday afternoon. So I'll see you back here at all the great events next week. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care.